I'm Nikki Drees.
And I'm Cheryl.
And this is Killers, Cults and Queens.
The Spooky Sleepover.
Hello and welcome to Killers, Cults and Queens. It's time for the Spooky Sleepover.
Yes, indeed. It's our weekly chat show where we catch up on this week's antics, discuss our rabbit holes of the week, and debrief on this week's case of Season 5 of KCQ.
But first, we have builders here today, and I just want to let everybody know that if you hear any noises in the background, it's not me. It is the scaffolders drilling outside. So, just want to preface that before we get into the episode. I'm hoping that it doesn't come through, and I'm hoping that Riverside will be able to do its fantastic job that it always does of cleaning the audio. So, that's how I'm doing straight off the bat. Secondly, after that, how are you doing, Ashes? How's your week been?
Oh, I've got a bit of an upset tummy. I'm not calling scaffolders to cover my farts, Nikki Drews. No, sorry. No, I'm all good, thank you. How are you doing, my angel?
Yeah, it's a bit of a stressful time, but it's a very exciting time at the moment because building works are go, yay! And also I have new nails, yay!
Well, after last week's, what did we go for?
Oh, okay. So I have accidentally gone for Jurassic Park nails.
They are fabulous nails.
But, wabam, here's an update because I have a different shape. We've gone for a highlighter tip and not a stiletto.
Oh,
so we have gone for a completely different style, completely different product. So I'm a Crillies girl. I always have been a Crillies girl. But Sonny, who is my nail tech, who is absolutely fantastic, he arrived today and he was like, "I've got a new product and you've got to try it." So we did. These are gels. So they're the ones where you paint it on into the form and then you stick that onto your nail, and then you cure it and then you break the form off the top. And they feel so sturdy. Like these are not, touch wood. They feel
watch
like
break
they are
3 by the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. They feel like they are not going anywhere. They feel absolutely solid. So yeah, I'm excited to see how they go because you just don't know with a new product, do you, how it's going to react? But yeah, I'm excited to see. But they do feel much thicker than the other nails I've had in the past, but that is making them feel like super sturdy. Feels like nothing is gonna crack these bad boys. I think it'll be fine.
Well, nothing's going to stop you now, in the words of that song.
But we've got a metallic cat eye, sort of kind of burgundy coloured base, and then neon green tiger stripes on the top. So they are accidentally Jurassic Park themed, but
it's giving Jungle Festival.
Yeah, well, that's what I was telling you about, wasn't it? It was that I kind of wanted to go for dark but also bright. So I feel like I've sort of achieved that somewhat.
I'm obsessed. I love them.
Yeah, I really like them as well. So let's see how they go. But yeah, exciting times, exciting times.
Well, speaking of exciting times, we had quite the exciting weekend, didn't we?
We did. We went off and did our first ever ghost hunt in the dark.
Right. Can I just preface by saying I know I teased you all at the top of this year thinking I had my first paranormal experience. And I was like, this was insane. I loved it. I cannot believe it. I felt like a ghost whisperer. Well, I can confirm that I am Cheryl, a ghost whisperer, because I kid you not. Right. Shall I set us up where we were and what we did?
Yeah, I think so.
We went to Kelvedon Hatch in good old Essex, and we went to the nuclear bunker, which was built in 1952.
Yeah.
It was eerie.
Yeah.
It was creepy, but it was fabulous. And we thought, okay, well, let's throw ourselves in the deep end and let's go to the 125-foot-long tunnel, 3 floors below ground level, and let's start there.
Yeah.
We don't want to give away too much because we are in the process of editing the footage that the amazing team that we went with captured for us. Care to share your experience of how you met them, Nikki?
So yes, they got in contact with me via TikTok. They are True Hauntings on TikTok, and they liked what we did and like what I did with our podcasts. And so they said, would we like to go on an adventure with them? So yeah, I did a TikTok live with them. We got to know each other. And then they were like, where would you really like to go and investigate? And I was like, well, Cheryl and I have always wanted to go to Kelvin and Hatch. And then I get an email about a month later, I think, saying, right, we've booked it. And we'd love for you to come with us. So
Just so quickly, we're like, yeah, let's make it happen.
Yeah, exactly. So so we went and met the team, and they sort of explained everything to us and how the night would go, showed us all the equipment that they'd be using, and their equipment was amazing, wasn't it, Shez?
And I'm used to the beep, 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 beeps. I'm used to all that. But some of the equipment they had was blowing my mind. Now, they had a little electronic box that was magnetic based that could transfer words into the box. Now, some of you will probably be listening going, well, a load of mumbo jumbo. But when I picked up the box, there wasn't much readings on the box beforehand when we were first in the tunnel. The minute I picked it up, words coming through. Shepherd, William, 79 years. Like, we were getting so much information. I was like gagged. But the one piece that gagged me the most was a little music box that we placed in the corridor. So bear in mind, we're all in this tunnel. Nobody else. We're locked into the Kelvedon Hatch.
Yeah, we had it entirely to ourselves, didn't we?
We put this in the corridor far away. So it was like a S shape into the tunnels. So nobody could come in or out. And it's motion censored. So the music box is activated whenever there's energy in front of it or motion. So anytime that we left the room, the music box would go off. We're all stood in there and we would hear the music box going off. And it's like creepy Victoria music, by the way. And then it would come through, ding the bell in the corridor.
Yeah.
It was like whatever spirit was with us was playing Kiss Chase.
Yeah, it was just having a great time running up and down this tunnel. And it was, there was only one point, which I think we will probably save that for when we have the videos out. But there is an area in Kelvedon Hatch known as the Sick Bay, and we had some very interesting things happen in there. But we're going to save that and we're going to put it on Patreon. So, that will be available for you then. But I found that area to be quite creepy, and I even went off on my own at one point, didn't I? And then I soon came back.
Yeah.
Because I was being old Billy Big Bollocks. And then I was like, no, I need to be back.
But it was the shift in energy. I felt very spoiled from the experience we had in the tunnel to then the sick bay.
Yeah.
And I kept I don't know why I was spokesperson for the team in every experience. But I just kept being like, please give us a sign if you would like us to stay. No, no sign. And they'd be like, please give us a sign if you would like us to leave. And then we'd be like, there just felt like a shift in energy.
Yeah.
Or just thinking about it, when you see the videos, you will see all three different experiences we had in three different rooms. Because they were so unique, but it has made me want to do it again and again and again.
Yeah, I think we definitely need to, this won't be our first rodeo. I think we'll definitely be back out again, won't we, ghost hunting?
Oh, saddle on up, Nikki. I've got my music box and I've got my I was going to say Ouija board. We don't fuck with Ouija boards.
No. We didn't do a Ouija board, and that was my one instruction to the team before we went, was that we're quite happy to do anything, but we just don't want to do a Ouija board. So, and they were very respectful of that, weren't they?
And we did a prayer to begin with, and we saged ourselves as we left.
Yeah. So those were two things that I asked for, which the team went, don't worry, we do that anyway. So, because I just think with these things, you don't want to be messing with them and inviting them into, your space and potentially taking them home with you. And, I feel over the years, I feel like I've got more and more of, I don't want to call it a gift, but I feel like I can sense more stuff now the older I'm getting.
Well, they sensed that with you in the sick bay.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
all I will say. That's all I will say.
Exactly. So there's things that I can pick up on now, and I do feel like there is the potential for things to latch onto that energy, and I don't want to risk that. So yeah, whether you believe in it or not, I believe in it. Shez believes in it. But yeah, if you don't believe in it, then it's a fun time of watching us get scared in a nuclear bunker. So there we go.
So if you're here, just tap the fucking table.
Well, they didn't just tap the table, did they? They were chatting away.
Oh.
But if you have anywhere that you would like us to go and investigate, anywhere, any suggestions, do please let us know. If you know that there is noted paranormal activity there, we would be really interested to go and have a look. So just let us know.
Just not your bedrooms and houses, please.
No. If there's public places, we will go to them.
Well, Divas, we just want to say a very special birthday shout out to our loyal Patreon subscribers, Jessica, and also our diva Ramona, who I know has been listening to this podcast from day one. So happy birthday, my divas. And if you would like a little birthday shout out on the podcast, then make sure you come and join our exclusive community over on Patreon. But Nikki, what an episode we had this week.
Yes, so for this week's case, we swapped the sea for the skies with the hijacking of Flight 305 and the many suspects of who DB Cooper could have been, because there were thousands. Now, I'm glad for airport security in modern day, but this was a wild case, wasn't it, Shez?
Even being in the driver's seat of this podcast, I was really on the edge of my seat because I could not imagine being a passenger discovering that, the flight I was just on was actually a hijacking plane.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't imagine being in the seats of the air stewardesses and the cabin crew working on that plane and having to deal with liaising with ground staff, the pilot, and also basically sitting next to a bomb.
Yeah, they did so amazingly well to not let anybody know that they were in that situation, and the fact that those people managed to get off that plane and had no idea that they'd just survived something so incredibly dangerous is just testament to how calm and cool and collected they were. And these were like super young women as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not an ageist comment at all, but I think with these sorts of things, it takes quite a lot of life experience to learn how to deal with somebody like that and how to stay super calm. And I just think they were so smart to keep so calm, because if they'd given the game away, we don't know if that bomb was real. So what's to say that he wouldn't have blown up the plane?
Hey, we don't know, but I have been thinking about this a lot. If you were sitting there learning the instructions to this parachute, do you think if push came to shove, you would actually jump?
It's a difficult situation, isn't it? I guess if there was no other option, you'd just have to do it, wouldn't you? So, if it's a life or death situation, you're going to have to do it. Just going to have to get on with it. But I wouldn't enjoy it, that's for sure. I definitely wouldn't enjoy it. I wouldn't be like, wee! That wouldn't be me. Because the main thing I'd be worried about is being drawn back into the engine. Because that's also something that we don't know as well, is that, it may have happened that he ended up being drawn back into the engine.
Well, Edna Mode said it best. No capes.
Because I feel like there would have been, they felt a jolt from the back of the plane, didn't they? Which makes me think that he jumped. But we don't know if he got sucked back into the engine, and maybe he did. But I don't know. I guess maybe there's no evidence to show that there was blood or anything like that. And
well, those pigeons would have eaten well that night.
yeah, oof. But yeah, it's just a real tricky one. But that would be the thing that I'd be worried about, is just falling back into the plane engine. But I really, it would have to be literal life or death for me to think about jumping.
Well, good news for you, Nikki Druce. I've booked us for a skydiving experience.
And that's the end of Killers, Cults and Queens forever.
Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah, I would not be doing that. I would not be doing that. There's a few things in life where I've thought, people might get me those sorts of gifts, and I've been like, please don't, absolutely, please do not do that. Please don't do that. Because I will be returning that gift.
Nikki Druce marked safe from skydiving.
Yeah.
Always.
Oof. Oh, yeah. But do you think you could? You've said before that you're not particularly keen on doing anything like that.
Absolutely not. And if anybody buys me a skydiving experience, I'm exchanging it for a Lush gift card.
And I think that's a perfect idea.
All right, Nikki Druce, it's time for our rabbit holes of the week. Now, are you traumatizing us this week?
No, I actually have one that's kind of off the back of yours last week, and off the back of a very silly conversation that we had on my sofa. So you know how my sofa and conversations with my husband
of course
often lead to my rabbit hole of the week, and this week is no different. So we were chatting the other night, and I said the immortal words, "Don't look a gift horse in the mouth," and we were chatting about, well, maybe you should look a gift horse in the mouth, because wouldn't you want to know that it's like healthy and good? And then I was saying, but the whole saying is about not looking the gift horse in the mouth because somebody's been kind enough to give you a horse. And then I was like, but is the horse the gift, or are you giving the gift of the horse?
Peter, the horse is here.
Or is the horse bringing a gift? So we went down a rabbit hole of don't look a gift horse in the mouth, but it obviously led to learning about several other sayings as well. So don't look a gift horse in the mouth. So what do you take that to mean if somebody said that to you?
Don't look at somebody if they're giving you a gift until it's presented to you.
Yeah, so the official terminology for it is don't criticize or inspect a gift too closely, because people don't want to be seen as being ungrateful. Would be
shaking
the right
the box.
Word. Yeah, would be the right word.
Oh, so, it's Lego.
Yeah. Are you going to keep the Lego, or would you give it away?
I'm exchanging it for a skydiving voucher.
That's how much you hate Lego. Okay.
No, I'm joking.
So the whole saying of don't look a gift horse in the mouth comes from horse trading, because a horse's age and condition can be judged by looking at its teeth. So checking the mouth of a horse you've been given would be rude and suspicious. So, well, you've got lovely teeth, so I think you'd be all right.
I pay for them.
I think you'd be okay. Yeah, me too. The saying is very old. Apparently, it comes all the way from Latin, around about 400 AD. So a very, very long time ago. And it appears in English in John Hayward's 1546 proverb collection. So if you're looking for a real oldie, but a goodie, this is the one.
That good old gift horse.
Now, moving on to another one, we have let the cat out of the bag. What do you think that one means?
Well, spilling the secret, letting it just scramble out.
Exactly. So revealing a secret accidentally or too early. So one common origin story says it came from a market scam. Now, I thought this was quite interesting, where a seller might pass off a cat in a bag as a piglet. Once the bag was opened, the fraud was revealed. So basically, you've handed over something that is fraudulent to somebody else, and you kind of want them to get away from you before they realise that you've done a number on them.
Yeah.
Nobody really knows where this one comes from, and the origin is still debated, but we reckon it's probably sort of from market trading time, so probably again from around the 1500s as well.
Okay, perfect. I love that.
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell. That's obviously, like something bad's about to happen, but the bell goes off, whether it's a school bell, whether it's a fire alarm, whether it's something bad to get you out of the situation that's just about to happen.
100% nailed it. So today, people often assume it refers to being buried alive and waking up to a bell, but the phrase is more strongly tied to boxing. And that's because the bell ends the round and saves the fighter from being counted out or knocked out. So I thought that was quite interesting. The buried alive story is much more dramatic, which is probably why it's stuck in popular imagination. And again, nobody really knows where this comes from, but probably when boxing was really at its height and its peak, which is during the Victorian era.
Uppercut, uppercut, undercut.
Would you ever do a celebrity boxing match?
No.
No.
Do you think I'm a slapper, not a fighter?
Yeah, you are. Bite the bullet.
I don't actually think I know bite the bullet.
Oh, do you not know bite the bullet? I'm pretty sure I say it. I think it's in my vernacular. But it's basically enduring something unpleasant or painful with grim determination. So, for example, if I was thinking about going out on a run and I really didn't want to do it, I'd be like, come on, just bite the bullet.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
It's like us going skydiving. You're just going to bite the bullet and do it.
Yeah, there'd have to be an even stronger one for that, I think.
Bite the horse's mouth.
Now, this one has a really interesting rooting and origin because the explanation is that before modern anaesthetic, people were given something to bite on during painful medical procedures or on battlefields. So a bullet was easy to find and hard. And so that was often given to people to bite on if they were undergoing a medical procedure. So people think it's probably around about colonial times. So we're looking sort of 1700s to 1800s. It's just sort of a military term, but it's obviously crossed over into everybody's vernacular, apart from yours.
Watch me say it all the time now.
Yeah, you'll say it all the time now. Okay, so raining cats and dogs.
God, I hate this saying.
It's because it's quite a visual one, isn't it?
Oh, it's when the rain's so heavy that it looks like it could be a small animal.
Yes, exactly. So the origin is uncertain because no one really knows quite how far back it went. But the image of cats and dogs falling out of the sky is quite amusing. Another one is that some people think it is because of how we used to get rid of waste. So we used to basically wash everything down into the gutters and use water to get rid of it. And that would put the dead animals into the gutters. So it would be cats and dogs. So really heavy rain would wash away dead animals down the side of the street. So not a particularly nice one. So no. I'm inclined to agree with you. And here's the last one, break the ice.
Well, clearly there's a crown trapped inside a cube of ice. So you've got to break the ice to win the crown.
It's to ease the tension or start a conversation. So yeah, it's always if you ever have to do sort of office style stuff and like away days, let's do an icebreaker. So that's what it is. It's to thaw things out. So the original idea comes from literally breaking frozen water so boats could pass, which became a metaphor for overcoming awkwardness or obstacles between people. And again, nobody really knows where it came from. Maybe to do with expeditions and that sort of thing. So again, we're talking 1800s. And it probably makes sense as well that with a lot of these things, a lot of people wouldn't have been able to read until around about the 1800s. So a lot of these things wouldn't have ended up actually getting into people's general vocabulary until they started reading as well and picking up on these sayings. Yeah, so that's what I've been lost in this week. I'm sure there's many, many more. So if you've got one and you've got an origin story for it, let us know. Or if there's one that you'd like us to find out, let us know as well. Put it in the comments.
Of course.
But how about you, Shares? What you been lost in this week?
Sandwiches.
Oh, nice. I'm starving.
Well, prepare to be absolutely ravenous because I have been lost down a rabbit hole of sandwiches. Now, there is a TikToker called Sensational Sandwiches. They make these incredible sandwiches from like the classics to the most bizarre things, but they look so delicious. I sent one to Nikki the other day and it was a surf and turf burger with, oh my God, it was incredible. It was like ribeye steak, beer battered prawns, chimichurri sauce. I was like, get that in my belly. But they also, once I swiped through quite a few, they also do like signature sandwiches of specific areas and countries. Now, I then got obsessed and I fell down the rabbit hole of signature sandwiches. So, what do you think one of the most signature sandwiches of the USA is, my Nikki Drews?
Oh, just like a hamburger, isn't it?
You would be mistaken. One of the most classic sandwiches is actually a Reuben sandwich.
Oh, I do like a Reuben. I like a Reuben with pickles. That's always nice. And a rye bread. Lovely.
A nice rye bread, a little bit of dressing, the sauerkraut, the pickles, the Swiss cheese, the beef.
Slightly toasted. Oh,
yes.
Nice.
Of course. The national sandwich of France.
Oh, a brie baguette.
Well, close. It's got a cheese in it.
Jambon. That's Spain, isn't it?
Well, you've just taken my next one, yes. The sandwich of France is a croque monsieur.
Oh, yes, of course it is.
Basically a cheese and ham toasty.
And a croque madame is with a fried egg on top.
Fabulous.
Make it fancy.
Now, the next one of Spain is the brocadillo de jamon, which is basically fresh, crusty bread, jamon, serrano ham, and drizzled with olive oil. I would like that right now.
Love a serrano ham. I love it when you go on holiday to Spain and you get all your little tapas and they bring out the fatty but tiny little bits of ham and it's so salty and it's got like that kind of acorn taste to it. I want to go on holiday now.
Japan.
Oh, chicken katsu sando.
You are so correct, but it's not chicken katsu. It's a pork cutlet with tonkatsu sauce on soft milk bread.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I could go for that.
Now, this next one from Uruguay is quite the concoction. So it's called a chivito, and it's got steak, ham, bacon, cheese, egg, lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise.
That's everything.
They went into Subway and said, we'll take the lot.
Yeah, a bit of everything, please.
Finally, one that did a number on me. Are you ready for this? We're going to Denmark, and this is called the smørrebrød, which is basically rye bread topped with pickled herring, shrimp, roast beef, and then basically whatever other toppings they want to add on it.
You can't have fish and beef together. That's an illegal food.
Well, fuck my surf and turf burger then, Nikki.
No, I feel like fish, not prawns, because I don't count like little prawns and lobster and like scallops and that kind of thing. I don't count those as fish. You know, they are seafood, but yeah, just fish as in an actual fish. Nah.
Well, to each their own, Nikki Drews. Denmark's going to hate you after this.
Oh, sorry, Denmark.
But the truly fantastic ones I think of are the ones that we would go, absolutely not. Like, whenever I see peanut butter and jelly in an American show, I'm like, that sounds disgusting to me.
Oh, do you not like it?
No.
Oh, see, I'm all right with that. That's okay with me. It's a little bit too sweet, though, because I just find jam a little bit too overwhelming. But I love peanut butter. Like, peanut butter is one of my favourite things.
Well, give me a Reese's Pieces any day of the week. But if you add some jam to it, get that fire exit door. I'm off. Well, that's all for now, divas.
Remember, you can get in touch on Instagram at Killers Cults Queens and come and see us over on YouTube at Killers Cults Queens, where we're now publishing our episodes in video format every week. And you can now watch our episodes on Spotify too.
And if you want to get our episodes ad-free and a day early, then make sure you join us over on Patreon at patreon.com/Killers Cults Queens.
And if you've got a bit more to say or you want to suggest a topic for a future episode, then please email us at killerscultsqueens@gmail.com. And don't forget to join the conversation in our Spotify and YouTube comments too. We really do read every single one.
And whilst you're there, why don't you give us a 5-star review or a thumbs up? It really makes a difference and we'll love you for it.
See you next time, and don't be a killer or join a cult.
Just have a bloody sandwich, please. Goodbye.
Goodbye.